Today we'll be combining this with ElevenLabs' cutting-edge AI conversational agent and creating something that tech companies charge hundreds for. Commercial smart speakers are expensive. They lock you into their ecosystem and they can be kind of restrictive. But this little Presto device, it costs $80 US. I got mine for 119 Aussie dollars.
In today's build, we're recreating that boss calling the front desk moment,
What's on this afternoon?
but upgrading the hardware. It's that 80s high-stakes office vibe, where it's all suits, smoke, and instant communication. With a single touch on the Presto, we'll summon a custom conversational AI agent that knows your schedule, your context, and your notes better than any human assistant ever could.
This is a pretty ambitious build, and I got to admit, I'm a little nervous, but the goal at the end of this video is that we have built our very own custom AI voice agent. I'm Stuart. I'm genuinely not sure if this is going to work, but let's build.
Let's build. Let's build. Let's build. Let's build.
All right, let's unbox the Presto and connect everything together. The Pimarini Presto is a pretty compact device. It's got Wi-Fi connectivity, a touchscreen display, and GPIO pins for expansion. It's designed for IoT applications, which kind of makes it perfect for our voice agent project. So this is also my first unboxing video. You're very welcome. So inside the box, we've got USB-C to USB-A cable. We've got some connector cables, a multi-input device, and a game controller pad. So this is the Presto starter kit, which I freely admit I bought completely on a whim. I think I was served some advertising, thought it looked cool, didn't have a use case for it, but wanted to give a DIY project like this a go, because I haven't really done one since probably high school, I suppose. I like that it was marketed as a human-machine interface, meaning you really can turn this into whatever you like.
Let's dive in and set up your ElevenLabs account. Head over to elevenlabs.io and create your free account. Once you're logged in, you'll land directly inside the dashboard, which defaults to the Creative Platform view. Navigate to the side panel and click the drop-down menu at the top to switch over to the Agents platform. It's here that you'll configure your new conversational agent by clicking the Create Agent plus button. You can choose between creating a personal or a business agent. They are essentially the same. They offer slightly different setup guides. For our use case, we'll select the personal agent and select the personal assistant template to get started. Let's name our agent Presto. Next, we'll need to define Presto's primary objective, which is to be a supreme executive assistant. Enter that goal here. This description is crucial because ElevenLabs uses it to auto-generate the detailed system prompt for us. So be as specific as possible. ElevenLabs' AI will expand upon your input to build out your agent's persona. I've specified that Presto is an elite executive assistant that is sharp, efficient, and strictly no-nonsense. They anticipate the user's needs before they're even voiced, connecting the dots to ensure work and life run seamlessly. Here you can restrict your agent to be a text chat only agent, but we want full voice capability, so we'll leave this unchecked. Next, review the system prompt ElevenLabs has generated. It defines the agent's personality, operational environment, and expected inputs, along with its core tasks, specific tone, and overall objectives. Our agent's primary goal is to proactively streamline the user's life. I've added comments to focus the agent specifically on calendar management. And we can click Generate with AI to incorporate this additional context. We specifically want to ensure our agent has read and write access for calendars defined within the system prompt. ElevenLabs is able to quickly integrate these instructions, and crucially, it's added guardrails to prevent Presto from offering opinions or subjective chatter. Its focus remains strictly on calendar modifications, confirming appointments, and avoiding unauthorized decisions outside its scope. On the right panel, you'll find a vast selection of voices. ElevenLabs has an excellent array of both internal and third-party voices you can choose from. I'm using my professional voice clone, Henry. Once you've selected your primary agent's voice, you can choose the underlying ElevenLabs voice model. I know from experience that my voice clone performs best with the multilingual model, so I'll select that. We'll also set English as the primary language, though ElevenLabs supports a vast array of worldwide languages. Next, choose the LLM provider powering your agent. You have several robust options available. ElevenLabs has fine-tuned the GLM 4.5 Air model, along with Queen 2.5 and the GPT open source models. There are also proprietary external models available from the likes of Google's Gemini through to OpenAI's GPT models, all fully integrated. Each variation of model impacts latency differently. Now, low latency is critical for a successful voice agent. It determines how natural the back and forth conversation feels. You can also adjust common voice settings like output format. For me, I always optimize latency by setting it up to 4. You can add pronunciation dictionaries if needed and adjust the text normalization settings should you need to. I've chosen GLM 4.5 as my primary LLM, cascading down to GPT-4o Mini and Gemini 1.5 Flash as backups. These are all LLMs I've used in the past that work well with ElevenLabs voice agents. We can test the agent by clicking the test button in the top right. And it's smart to verify the basics before we begin adding things like tools. Now, let's explore the other options ElevenLabs provides to expand our agent's capabilities. The Workflow tab allows us to constrain our agent to a specific conversation flow, ensuring specific tasks are completed efficiently. You could choose from several templates. We'll stick to a freeform agent for now, so no strict workflow is required. You can also version control and branch your agent while testing different iterations and refining performance. Additionally, you can assign a knowledge base. This can be managed internally by uploading files simply into the ElevenLabs interface here. Or you can configure an external RAG system. There are also analysis tools, but the most critical section is the Tools tab. It centers around MCP-based tools, alongside in-house integrations developed by ElevenLabs to enhance your agent's capabilities. These are set up globally, and you grant your agent access to them individually. The platform suggests a few popular options, like Cursor, HubSpot, ServiceNow, and Zendesk. For our agent, we need to look into the broader integrations library, and we do that by clicking the Add Integration button. You can filter the available tools by a category. But since we want calendar features, type Cal in the search bar. 11labs manages calendar integrations exclusively through cal.com. Now, this is a robust solution as it centralizes all calendar functionality within the cal.com platform, allowing us to leverage their extensive ecosystem of existing integrations. Now, these guys are industry veterans. I've used them on a number of integrations, so I trust that they can handle scheduling reliably. Select your calendar provider. I'll be using Google Calendar. You can use a personal account for this project and connect your specific calendar, choosing whichever provider you prefer. Cal.com supports virtually every major calendar service, which is great for flexibility. Next, head to Settings, select API keys, and click Add New API Key. Name the key Presto, leave the expiration date blank, and hit Save. This reveals the suite of tools the cal.com integration provides back to 11labs. Functions include creating bookings, checking availability, listing existing appointments, retrieving specific details about an appointment, and cancelling events. With the integration added globally, return now to your agent's configuration and give it access to this specific integration. Navigate to Tools and enable the cal.com functions. While you're here, enable the end conversation ability by toggling the system tool. Without this, the agent can't terminate a call. The conversation will continue until the user manually hangs up. There's a dedicated section for unit testing specific functions. We can skip the widget customization for this tutorial, and the security tab allows for additional protection layers, which we won't need for our specific use case, but are important if you're using an agent on a more public platform. Finally, open the Advanced tab. Here, toggle on Scribe. Scribe V2 Real-Time is 11labs' top-tier transcription service, and it performs incredibly well. You can also adjust the agent's eagerness value, which controls how aggressively it pursues its tasks. You can also configure privacy settings like ensuring no personally identifiable information is stored, crucial for GDPR compliance or when dealing with HIPAA, which is sensitive health data. With setup complete, publish the agent and let's test it out.
Block out my calendar from 3 p.m. till 4 p.m. on Tuesday.
Sure thing. Just to confirm, you'd like a block from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the next Tuesday, right?
Correct.
Got it. Blocking 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Tuesday, the 23rd of December.
To program our Presto, or to edit any of the files on it, we need to talk to it through an interpreter, which we can use Thonny for. Download the latest version for Windows, Mac, or Linux. I'm on Mac, so I'll install the Mac version.
Once you've connected your Presto, clone the GitHub repo at github.com/esgarol-11labs Presto agent. Prepare your .env and secret stop by files, and you can use the .example files as a template. Save these files back up to the Presto device, main.py and secrets.py. Then run node server.js, which will get your server listed. Power on your Presto. You'll see it connect to Wi-Fi and then show idle. Tap the screen and talk to your agents. I hope you've enjoyed this build. If you have, give it a like and consider subscribing for more. Follow us on our socials, and all the best for the new year. Let's build.